Hello everybody, this is Brian with ZimCo Survival, and I'm back to do another review for you guys, and this one is of the Camillus hatchet, combination hatchet. This is actually a saw and hatchet combination. So let's go ahead and get into the review. I am not going to use this myself because in my testing I found that it did not work. And I'll show you why. Now, I don't know if that was just this hatchet or if it came out of the factory that way, in bulk, but I'll show you why it doesn't work. But I'm not going to actually chop with it because I really don't feel like trying to tear my hair out tonight. So let's go ahead and get on to the review. The first thing is it has this nice sheath. It is a very nice one, actually. I'm kind of surprised. It has two snaps, one on each side, so you can unsnap it no matter which direction you're going. Okay, unsnaps there, and it unsnaps there. So it doesn't matter which way you're trying to open it, the button unsnaps. Sheath is very, very nice and tight. It does wiggle just a little bit, but not a lot, and it has a good retention to it. So let me go ahead and get rid of this because I actually consider this pretty good for a hatchet. Now this is the hatchet itself. As you can see, it is bolted in here. Alright. It does have a little exposed pommel. A really big finger choil so that you can choke up on it really nice and high. I like the overall design of it. What I find prevents it from working, and I'm going to see if I can show you guys the edge. If you look at the edge, you can see how it's ground on one side only, and that's this one right here. This side right here has no grind to it, and because of that, this thing will not chop anything. I tried to chop green wood with this the other day and it did not cut it. It was terrible. Honestly, I would try to chop with a Mora before I tried to chop with this thing again. It's that bad. So, axe head wise, the grind on it makes it practically unusable. I'm sure that you could sit down and re-grind it yourself if you were willing to take the time to do that. But this thing does cost $30, and I kind of figured, if it's going to cost $30, you should probably get one that's been sharpened properly. My view on the matter. One of the other issues that this thing has is that it is balanced completely improperly. The backside here is very, very heavy compared to the front. And it tends to, the balance on a hatchet should be up here at the head. It shouldn't be down here in the base. And that is a major design flaw in my opinion. That means that swinging this isn't even going to be as effective as something like a BK9 where most of the weight is towards the front. So a BK9 is probably still going to be a better chopper than this, even if the grind was right, just because the weight is back here in the handle. This area right here is really, really heavy. So let me go ahead and show you what else it comes with. And I think the design is really quite good. The locking mechanism is very good, but the saw itself needed to be a bit different. So let me go ahead and open it up. The saw has a push button lock right here, locks closed and locks open. Okay, very nice, very secure, no wobble at all in the saw blade. Very nice. The saw blade itself is kind of flexible, not nearly as flexible as say a silky, but it's a combination saw. You can't really expect too much out of that. My problem with the saw blade is if you look at how fine those teeth are, it works quite well, the saw, but it takes many more strokes to actually get through whatever it is you're trying to saw because of how fine the teeth are. This saw would have been fantastic if they had put large teeth on it. Absolutely fantastic. Overall, I think the major problems with this thing, the major problems is the grind on this and how much weight they put back here. It doesn't balance out well. So my opinion on this, don't buy one. If you really have your heart set on one, alright, but don't buy one. Buy a regular camping hatchet and like a Corona Razor 2 saw. It'll cost you more in the long run, probably about twice as much as this. But you'll get two separate tools that are going to do really, really well. So you won't regret the purchase. But this, you're going to regret buying this. So my opinion, don't buy this. Take that 30 bucks and invest it in an actual camp hatchet. And then save up a little bit and buy a Corona Razor 2 saw. You won't regret that. Trust me on that one. But there you have it. There's the actual saw. Now in order to release the saw, you push down the little button right here. It's got fairly hard retention. There we go. And it just folds back up into the handle just like that. But there you have it. There's my review of this Camillus item. Not a big fan of it. It's a good idea, but they kind of failed on it. Went cheap in a few places. But there you go. That's my review. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much, and please have a great night. Bye-bye.